why don't you send the same adhab on us? إن كان هذا هو الحق من عندك, if this is true, فأمطر علينا حجارة من السماء, then why don't stones rain upon us from the skies? أو ائتنا بعذاب, or bring any other type of tormenting adhab and punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning, now if they really did read the akhbar, then what does it say? That as long as a Nabi is amongst them, is giving da'wah, for that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't immediately never send an adhab immediately. Once the da'wah, basically stopped, and when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command would be that, okay, now move on to another place, the next place, then only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would send an adhab on such people. It wasn't that day one da'wah is given, if it's rejected, the next day there's adhab. So even that, if they read it wrong, they didn't understand it correctly. In any case, the type of attitude that's there is obviously extremely arrogant and destructive for a person. So the Quranic response, the number one, why is it that adhab is not being sent? So here the ikram and the honor of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is being highlighted here. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not send an adhab on Ahlul Makkah and the people of Arabia, as long as you, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, are amongst them. The rahmah of the Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we say is rahmatul lil alameen, then this is literal. That the entire universe, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, is a rahmah for them. Part of the universe is those things which are living and non-living, plants, animals, etc., including kuffar as well. The Nabi ﷺ's being, his being itself is a rahmah. It's a mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that brings many forms of rahmah and does dafa and pushes away many forms of punishment and balaya and other types of destructive things which can come. So وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ. Ulama of Tafsir explain this in two ways. One, that وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ, that was you are physically amongst them, meaning in that locality, in Mecca Mukarramah. The second is that as long as you are in this dunya, as long as you are in this world, as long as Nabi ﷺ is in this world, and as our aqidah is, even after leaving this world, this hayat dunyawi, then there's still the hayat in the qabr, in the grave of the Anbiya alayhim salatu wasalam. So meaning, basically until akhirah. Why the difference? Because the risala of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is to come till the last day. Other Anbiya alayhim salatu wasalam, he's there for his time, and then after that, once the time is over, then that's the time of the next Nabi. So if Iman was not brought within that time of his people of the tribe, then basically their time has expired. But that's not the case with Nabi ﷺ, because it will be, the message is till the last day. So the respite is also till the last day. It's logical that just as the time of a Nabi where it's timed and it's within a certain time frame, then the respite is within that time frame. If it's 50 years, then 50 years. 100 years, then 100 years. 1,000 years, then it's 1,000 years for them. But it was always framed within that specific time. Muwaqqat. Whereas for Nabi ﷺ, it's ila yawm al-qiyamah, all the way until yawm al-qiyamah. So the respite is also ila yawm al-qiyamah. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ مُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. That as long as people do istighfar, so even mushriku Makkah, the polytheists of Makkah, those that disbelieve, in their tawaf, etc., often they would say ghufranak, and they would seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Obviously the shirk is in its place. That shirk is not munji in the akhirah, it's not enough to give salvation in the akhirah, but the benefit of istighfar in this world is sought for them. So because istighfar was done in this world, so the benefit of it remains in this world for them as well. So there's another fa'idah, which is that amal salih, good deeds and good things which even ghayr Muslimin do in this world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does give them the reward of it in this world. In the akhirah, there's nothing that's about it. Whatever is to be done, all that's given in this world, whether it's in the form of whichever form Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has determined for them. So مَا كَانَ اللَّهُ مُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ, as long as they seek forgiveness. وَمَا لَهُمْ أَلَّا يُعَذِّبَهُمُ اللَّهُ. Only, we'll just do the first part of it, more to the other. The first part of this ayah is just وَمَا لَهُمْ أَلَّا يُعَذِّبَهُمُ اللَّهُ وَهُمْ يَسُدُّونَ عَنِ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ. That, but what plea have they now that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should not punish them? Based on the first tafsir, we said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give respite to them and delay the adab until the Rasul of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is physically amongst them, based on that tafsir. So then the question is, when hijrah is made to Medina Munawwara, why was there no adab in the sense of which would completely remove them? Why did that not come? Then the second ayah, which was that وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ, that their istighfar is still there. The other tafsir is that because of those Muslimun, the du'afa, the weak Muslims who were not able to do hijrah, those that financially did not have the means, they did not have the ability to make hijrah to Medina Munawwara, they were left behind because of their istighfar. Because of the istighfar of those Muslimun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honors that istighfar, and that repels the adab of coming from the entire society. So a person should not belittle or think little of of istighfar and dhikr, that I'm one person, if I do dhikr, there's only sin surrounding me, there's all these wrongs and vices around me. What will my one good deed do? One person's good deed, we don't know how accepted it could be in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That one dhikr, that one istighfar, that one da'wah towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that can be so maqbool and accepted that many balaya and difficulties could be repelled because of that. And once Nabi ﷺ, he leaves from this world, then what is stopping it? Then based on or once Medina, the hijrah is into Medina Munawwara, and then after Fathu Makkah, some ulama of tafsir say that the adab came in the form of Fathu Makkah, in the sense that now they no longer have the power and dominance over Arabia anymore. That is one. And other mufassirun, and this seems to be the stronger, which is that adab actually, in the world that's in the world, in this dunya, how long is a person there? The adab that awaits a person that does not follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ultimate punishment and the ultimate reward, both. Not just punishment, the ultimate reward and the ultimate punishment, that's all in the akhirah. This world is not that place of jaza and recompense, as we say. Rather, it's in the akhirah. So the ultimate adab, if that is what they are asking for. Why is the ayat karima speaking of adab? Because they asked for it. Because of their arrogance when they asked it, why isn't adab coming? So the Quran Karim is responding to that. وَمَا لَهُمْ أَلَّا يُعَذِّبَهُمُ اللَّهِ. That will happen. The adab will come, and it will come in the form of the akhirah. Inshallah, next week we'll discuss the rest of that. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت